18-year-olds were all in one of the three involved vehicles. 3 others were hospitalized after that wreck. The area where the crash took place is turned into a makeshift memorial and mourning spot. The crash remains under investigation. Target recalling almost 5 million candles over hazard concerns. The recall impacts threshold-branded glass jar candles in multiple sizes and scents. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, Target received 137 reports of the candle jars breaking or cracking during use. Injuries included lacerations and severe burns.
Big candle fan, are you?
Well, that's where I get all my things, the Target run and done, and now my candles. I got to throw out you're telling me to throw out my threshold candles.
No, you can bring them back for a refund.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to have candles in the new house because soot.
Oh.
Yola is pretty particular.
Ooh, he's not allowed.
And then it would be preferred if I didn't.
Married already.
Called
Married already.
Hold up, I'm a bros on the whip. But I would prefer to have at the old house. I had to have candles because it was me and Jake, so it was
stinky.
Just it was a stinky
so
place.
It was very romantic.
It was just 2 dudes, right? Just me and Jake. It's me and Jake burning
candles.
Why do I invite Rob in? Why do I invite Rob in on the show? I'm the ball buster here. Stay in your lane, bar guy.
Will Rock Sports brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drained your pipes, not your wallet. White Sox lose to the Guardians. They have a weekend series with the Royals. Cubs and Brewers were off yesterday. Cubs in Philadelphia, the Brewers in Tampa. NHL, the Florida Panthers take game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals over Carolina. Denver takes a 2-0 lead on the Lakers in the NBA playoffs. Game 4 of the division finals tonight for the Milwaukee Admirals, who can finish off the Texas Stars in the division final.
And finally, officers.
Are you pulled over?
Right one.
Are you pulled over at the side of the road right now? Officers. Let me see if you get this answer right. What the police hear every time they ask this question. Miss.
Yeah.
Have you been drinking tonight?
No, officers.
No, that's not the answer.
What is it?
What is the answer you give to the cops? If you've been drinking, and they can obviously tell
that I've been drinking.
Miss, if you've been drinking tonight.
No.
That's not the
I've
answer.
never been pulled over and asked that before.
The answer is, Rob, do you know the answer? You're a bar guy. Do you know the answer?
I've had 1 or 2.
1 or 2. Yeah, I've only had 2. And the cops will come in for ask a cop, and they'll tell you it's always 2 beers.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Which then you divide or multiply.
Yeah, by 20. But if you have one, if you had one, you stick it under the seat because they'll never look.
Never would look under the seat.
They'll never look there.
Or in your purse.
Yeah. You want to start the story over?
Yeah. Because you want to know why I did that? Because I meant to say
you're hammered.
I haven't even had a drink yet. Okay. And finally, officials.
It wasn't even officers.
Wow. She just went from a DUI to being in line at the municipality.
Yeah, she's handcuffed. She didn't slur the word. She said the wrong word entirely. Okay. All right. She's a keeper. They're handcuffing you. All right.
Officials have popped a pooper.
Popped a pooper. So they arrested someone who defecated. Right. They arrested somebody who defecated in the wrong place.
Well, yeah, definitely the wrong place. This is getting them a one-way ticket to hell. It was on a church altar.
Oh boy.
So
they really hate God.
Yeah. She went right in there, right on the altar, and number 2, then allegedly cleaned up her feces with a cloth runner.
There was regret. She did
instant regret.
And then she's like, "Oh my God,
that's a classy lady there. She cleaned up after herself.
Right.
You gotta like that.
Yeah. No, not because she pooped on the altar. I don't have to like that.
So no, I'm just saying the fact that she can clean up after.
Well, she asked for forgiveness. Nice. She did a couple Hail Marys, and she was out of there.
Finish the story.
Unfortunately, it's not all. She also allegedly spread her stuff all over the altar table.
She smeared it.
Yeah, she smeared it with a picture that she found inside the chapel.
But she was trying to clean up when she did that.
And you know, sometimes it's hard to clean up. Like, have you ever had a messy one?
Yeah.
And you're even with the toilet paper?
We don't need to discuss that. Okay. Let's do the story.
Well, that's the story.
What do you mean that's the story? What is always missing from these stories? Stop doing
motive?
Stories if they don't say
motive?
Why.
They have not released a motive yet, it says.
What kind of journalism is there in the world that all of these stories, any. I can never get a why?
No, there's no why.
Why did she pooped on an altar and nobody thought to ask her why?
I'm sure they have. Or
but they just don't want to share with us.
It literally says in this story, though cops haven't released a motive, this woman, her name is Laura. I don't think I ever mentioned that. She's now facing charges of desecration and will appear in court on May
It
25th.
was
So-
defecation.
Desecration.
Don't
Sorry.
beat me to my punch. Do you ever want to be asked back? Don't beat me to my own punchline. That was a thank you, good night. That was low hanging fruit. That was
It
fish in
was.
a barrel.
I
Let
thought
me
you put
have
it
the
there for
easy
me.
ones. I haven't had solid food since Sunday. Stop going to a job. Get yourself a career. IBEW 150 is looking for you. It's the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Instead of a job, have a career. What's the difference? Well, this is a bright future with benefits, health insurance, retirement benefits, and the ability to work anywhere in the country as a union electrician. It can all start right here in Lake County. The only registered electrical apprenticeship training center in Lake County is IBEW Local 150. You can earn while you learn with their 5-year apprenticeship while accumulating no debt. Now, it's the end of the week. You've had a hard week at work. You don't love your job. Take 5 minutes today. Go over to the website. Maybe it's for you. Maybe it isn't. But what did you waste? 5 minutes to look into becoming a union electrician. And this is important. This part is important because I've had these thoughts that you're stuck. This is it. This is the only thing you're going to do. It is never too late to join IBEW Local 150, the place to start and to see if it's for you. IBEW150.org. Yeah, special happy hour. Special happy hour with Rob from Blarney Island. He's here because Blarney's opening, and he's going to tell us all about that. First, is the fact that it's happy hour. We normally have some beers. Rob, I don't know if Leah knows this. I'm going to tell the beer story, Rob.
Which beer story are we talking
The
about?
time that Rob was coming in for happy hour.
Oh, that time.
Bringing the beer. And where was the beer, Rob?
It was still sitting in the cooler next to my truck. And I drove away and left it sitting there
Sitting
next.
there. So it's happy hour, and there's
And
no
Rob.
beer.
Yeah,
No
we all
beer.
got here, and I'm like, all right, who grabbed the cooler? Nobody.
No.
Oh, it must be in
Nobody?
the truck. We went
No.
back and looked. No,
in the
No,
truck.
no beer.
Was
I
it
had to
like
call
at
home,
least-
ask my wife, and she's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, it's
It's
sitting,
sitting
right
right
there.
here, yeah.
Now,
Yeah, okay,
Yola
awesome.
this morning brought Pop his pills because I forgot my pills. Anytime I have that I'm forgetting something feeling, I am forgetting something, but I can never remember what
What
it
you're
is.
forgetting,
And I was
yeah.
forgetting
Of course,
something this
'cause you
morning.
forgot it. Yeah.
My brain is fried. I haven't had solid food since Sunday. So, but she brought Popper pills. Your wife did not bring us the beer. She probably
She
had
did
like
not.
important
No,
things
no,
to do.
yeah, she does have some pretty good
Kids
excuses
and all that.
But that's
Yeah,
why we
yeah.
always
But-
have backup
Yeah,
beers,
beer,
right?
beer, but we didn't
Yeah,
then
that
because
particular
no.
day,
I buy
it was
all
devastating.
the beer. I buy all the beer. Everybody drinks it, and then it's gone, and I don't know because other people drank it. So we didn't have any beer.
Other
that day.
people, as in
Don.
Don.
So
Don.
today we have the opposite problem. I'm sure Rob brought the beer today.
Did you bring
I
the
did.
beer?
I
Because
brought
I
beer,
don't.
yeah.
I have my hands are empty. I don't know what to do with them.
So
Well,
Leah's
you know.
already drinking beer. And
yeah, I'm ready.
I'm gonna.
Tom's gonna
you know,
have one.
I've been juicing, so no,
Well,
this is my
Tom,
last
this
day.
is juice.
It's
is
water.
juice.
What kind of juice is it?
It's
Uh,
hop and barley juice.
Hop and
Oh,
Let me look on
barley
the
juice.
bottle and see if it says what it does for you. I'm not
No,
having
no.
it.
What?
You know what one beer
This
would
is
do to
so
me?
good for you.
I haven't had solid food since Sunday. You know what
Correct.
one beer would do to me?
Yeah, it would make you feel better
You know what they always
and
say?
maybe help you poop.
Look in the ingredients.
I've only pooped
and,
once this week, the whole week. No, last night in the middle of the night. So twice.
Well, then you're
in one
doing
week.
it wrong.
and you want.
Juicing makes you poop.
Does it really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so
it
there's-
does.
So stop a second. Is there something wrong with my body then?
I think that you just were already pooping so much that your body doesn't need to. It's
I
not
got
like
rid of this week's poop last week.
Yeah.
I don't
pretty
think
much.
you understand how poop works.
Well, when she says that you're full of it, Tom, that's what she's getting
Not
at.
anymore. Not anymore. I must
Listen, the first ingredient in this
water.
delicious Miller Lite is
Water.
water.
Water. See,
I gotta hydrate. All right, Leah. Whatever. I'm gonna open my juice by the
Yeah, you
microphone.
do
you're
it.
not gonna
This is
have
what-
a beer with us,
This
Tom.
is what delicious juice sounds like.
Wow. Yeah. You know, it's not as good. Sorry.
You missed the little click of the
I
two
heard the
plastic
click.
No,
rings.
we heard it. We heard it. It
Alright.
was just lame.
So you guys are having your beer, and I'm having what is this one?
Oh, this
Cheers.
is Leah.
Juice number 2 is
First
pineapple,
beer of the season.
turmeric, orange,
Mhm.
apple, lemon, and ghost pepper. So
Okay.
Oh, it's that ghost pepper
your
that'll
put-
do it to
your
you.
pussies. I'm drinking ghost pepper juice.
Yeah. Well, not everyone can be Tom.
And this week I wouldn't want to be. Juicing's not horrible. So Rob has a history with this.
He's a juicer.
Yeah, and that he's come in
Sorta,
before,
yeah.
and I apologize. I've mocked him for it, and now I deserve any mocking I get because he would come in for happy hour and he'd bring his giant glass of green gunk.
Well, yeah, that's a little different. No, it's actually a lot different. That's smoothies.
It's a smoothie, yeah.
Okay.
I
as
do the
opposed to
smoothie too.
juicing, where juicing is if I understand correctly that you're juicing, that would mean that you're having nothing but juice.
Right, only juice,
24/7
water. That's it. 6
for,
juices a day.
30 days or whatever your commitment is.
5.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
only
it's not going to
5.
change much in 5, so that you know.
Oh, I was told it was 3 days or 5 days were my option.
BS.
Yeah.
There's people that only drink juice for 30 days.
Well, I don't know about 30. I've done 7. I've done a 7-day like juice cleanse.
My brain is not right.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's hard
that's-
to be on the
you
radio
know why,
when you're
though?
cleansing.
You know why? Seriously, if you actually want to address that, it's
Yeah.
because when you don't put solid food in your body, your cellular makeup starts to alter. So when you go, and I mean this in a good way, when you're going to the bathroom, what you're going to the bathroom to get rid of is different because everyone has fat cells. This isn't
Mhm.
about being
Not
skinny
me.
or heavy.
Not me. I'm ripped.
Everybody.
we were debating earlier this week whether I was ripped or cut, but we've decided I'm ripped.
I'll go with ripped and
Thank you.
cut.
Thank you.
However, everyone, including a ripped cut human like yourself, has fat cells, and that stores all the toxins that you collect through your day
Yeah,
from the
so you're
air,
peeing
from the
them
water,
out.
from your. So you pee them out and poop them
Mm-hmm.
out. But when you eat meat, especially 3 times a day, like the average American,
I do.
you end up retaining a lot more of those toxins. So when you juice and you're not putting in that meat, you're going to start squeezing the sponge, if you will, of the fat and letting some of that junk out of your body. So you're going to feel horrible temporarily
I haven't-
until you feel great.
He never went through
She
that
told me I
stage.
would feel
I
horrible.
said day 3, you're going to feel like you have the flu.
I have
Yeah,
never,
well,
I have never felt horrible during this. It's been okay,
All right.
but also I've not pooped. So the toxins, my
You
sponge,
need
my
to let that
sponge
go.
got squeezed, but it's
But no one let go of
it's in my brain.
Yeah.
Why,
Well,
and that's why
you
does
got
my
poop brain.
my brain is the only part that's weird. I'm not functioning properly.
You got poop brain.
I'm a bleep head.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
I almost said the S word.
You
I'm
did.
literally a bleep head.
Don Wilson just
Yeah,
came
well,
in and
let
he's
Don-
got juice for
listen.
you, but he's got juice
Don't
there.
let Don distract from the show or
a
derail
little,
us.
a little vodka orange juice.
Don't let
that's
Don
juicing.
derail the show.
I thought that was juicing.
Ignore Don. Do not look at Don.
Nothing
Just
to see
enjoy.
here.
You guys enjoy your Miller Lite.
Ice cold
Oh,
Miller
we
Lite.
will.
Oh,
We
it's good.
are.
501 Club Party this afternoon at Tony V's. I will have my first Miller Lite. And now will that, because normally on an empty stomach, alcohol affects you quicker.
Sure.
Will it, because it's been a week, do you think one beer will be just ruin me, right? Or not? I don't know.
No,
No,
that
it'll
part's
be the
kind
same.
of a myth.
It'll be the same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my juice. We'll talk about what's going on Blarney out. When's opening night?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow
What?
night.
Tomorrow
Is the opening
tomorrow
night-
during the day.
Yep,
Yeah, it's
during
opening
the
day.
day at
Tonight we
Blarney.
do our private party called Blarney New Year.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
get
a
a-
dress up event
I
that
didn't
Tom
get
never
an
shows
invite.
up to.
Or an
no,
invite.
Tom's been invited every year,
I
and
went
you
last-
I
no.
might show up.
I went last year.
Yes,
I was
you
there
did.
last
Yeah,
year.
you did
It
for
was
the
a great
first time.
time. I didn't get invited this year, and I said to Yola,
It's awkward.
"What did we do?" She's like, I don't know.
I think he's lying because he
I
got a
didn't-
Facebook invite from me.
Really?
Yeah,
I-
it
Well,
was
this is
it was a
awkward.
closed.
I
thing,
would have
but
been there.
yeah.
It was a great
Don
time.
got invited.
Well, it's this evening. You can come. Don's coming. Don's
I
bringing
don't-
like 6 of his family
I didn't
members.
get my tux pressed
Fitted?
or whatever.
Oh.
You don't need a tux.
Well, you probably need a new
Just a
one
shirt
because you've
and
lost
tie.
all the
I wore
juice
my
weight.
tux last year.
I know, but you can come in a shirt and tie. That's
Can I
fine.
wear my tuxedo T-shirt?
Yeah, you could do that.
Maybe I'll see,
See?
you tonight. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll see you
don't
tonight.
tease me with a good time.
If I'm alive, we'll
Don't
see
tease
after
me
the
with a
end
good
of the
time.
juicing. Woo! Woo!
Woo! I am juice.
Juice Goofy.
Well, thanks to Don Wilson, we're all going to be juice goofy here
Oh
in
my
a minute.
gosh, he makes a terrible drink.
What do you give you a screwdriver?
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yes.
drinking juice now. It's not
That's
just
right.
me.
We
Yeah.
want to be like Tom.
Could I put vodka in my
Yeah, of
ghost
course you
pepper
can.
juice?
I think you
Of course
could.
you can.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing that. My brain's
It's
already
not
messed up.
solid. You can't drink. You can't eat solid
Or-
food.
Vodka's fine when you're juicing. Is that what
That's
you're saying?
correct. Yeah.
No, do the actual science because you've done a lot of this. You know this stuff.
All kidding aside.
Would
yeah.
you have vodka now if you were me?
No.
No, right.
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous. It would be silly. I keep thinking Don's behind me. He's going to dump
No, he's
vodka in
left, and
something.
I
All
hope
right.
he doesn't come back.
Rob is here from Blarney Island for happy hour. We're going to talk about Blarney Island and open up tomorrow for the summer, for the season. And I got to tell you, that's one of the signs of summer. Blarney Island opening. That's it right there.
Love it.
And the weather changes. It's nice after a wet morning, and then it's nice today. And then if you look at the long range forecast, we're looking at near 90 coming into next week.
Memorial Day weekend right now is looking to be.
Don't even say it.
I know.
Do
I
not
can't
even
say it. Let's just say
you're
it
your
looks
own
nice.
jinxer if you do. It looks nice. Let's just say it. All right. We'll tell you about what's going on this summer at Blarney. Coming up, it's 9:18.
High of 70 today.
WIIL Rock Morning Show. Thanks to the Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch. More happy hour, more Blarney next on WIIL Rock.
Woo!
Cheers. Cheers to juice.
Shalom.
Not in great shape. Do you get winded by running to the parking lot and back? You need to go to the Kenosha YMCA.
Hey.
Leah
I
comes
didn't
back
even
in,
run
she's
to
like,
the parking lot. I ran to Wayne's office.
and
It's
you're
even
winded. You're winded.
sadder.
Kenosha YMCA, the place to go. You're essential to your family and friends. Therefore, your health is essential. Wherever you go, the Y is there. That could be you. With the Kenosha YMCA, you can get back in shape, stay in shape. And it's not just a gym. They have programs that will keep you engaged. They will tell you how to do what you need to do to get where you want to be, whether it's the workout equipment, the classes, the gym, the pickleball, the track, the swimming pools, whatever you need, the Kenosha YMCA has it to get you on that path to being in better shape. The place to start, find out all they have to offer, get your membership options, KenoshaYMCA.org. That's KenoshaYMCA.org. My brain is foggy. Somebody said on the text line, let me see what they said here. Tom, thanks for the juice talk. Not really. Hey, you think you're sick of it? Try living it. I don't want to hear. Change the channel, Jagoff. I don't care. What you want? You know what you want? Music. Go get your go get your satellite radio. And then when the Cop on a Rooftop is going on and the Wakanda Dunkin' Donuts
You won't know it.
supporting the Special Olympics. See what serious satellite people are out there supporting.
Exactly.
When the tornado is bearing down on you.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about things that people talk about, and we live the life people live, and we live here, and we try and take care of our people in our area. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So you're going to hear about the juicing. I'm not quite right. I forget what I was going to talk about here. So
we're
let's
talk
talk about Blarney
Blarney
Island. Yeah,
There's an idea.
Rob is here from Blarney Island.
We have
his calendar
we
out.
have
He's got his-
juice.
There's
We
an idea.
have solid food.
You have juice.
We've got it all.
solid food.
We have solid food. We have juice.
Bragger. I guess the Port of Blarney did a big remodel this year or something.
Yeah,
Or-
Did they?
we made it all tiki bar esque.
Yeah.
I love
yeah,
it.
the whole place. Yeah.
So now, like it, I know I was going to talk about. You get to the Port of Blarney, you feel like you're on vacation. Whereas before, when you get off the shuttle at Blarney Island, you felt like you're on vacation. The vacation starts early this year.
It starts early.
It's like
and
being
then,
at the airport on the way to your vacation.
Well,
Well,
is
you
the
know when
Port
you
of
go
Blarney.
somewhere on a vacation and then you go and take an excursion that's even cooler.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
more
it
like
is.
that.
Port of Blarney, the bar there on Grass Lake Road is the resort, and then the excursion is hopping on the boat and heading out.
That's
to the
right.
island.
Going out to the island.
What
yeah.
I was gonna do is see if with my juice fog in my brain, if I could come up with all of them. Blarney Island, the greatest boating bar in the world.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Blarney Island, a mile away from reality.
Yep.
Blarney Island,
The-
the Key West of the
There
Midwest.
you go. That's like the
Yes.
main one.
And do you know the non-official one, the unofficial one?
No. I'm sure I do.
The
That's
non-trademarked
that's
one?
exactly what it is.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah,
It's
actually.
Blarney Island.
Yeah. Well, it's more like a motorboating.
That's
Yeah.
the motorboating
There you go,
sound
that
you
was-
make.
Yeah.
Because a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people do motorboat at Blarney Island.
That's a fact, not just to
they
get there.
motorboat to Blarney Island.
They
and
motorboat.
And yeah, yes.
any bar with a shower. Is the shower still hooked up?
Yeah, there's a shower.
You get off the boat, you feel you can shower, and then
You're
yeah,
washing the sand off.
Right.
There's no sand.
whatever you want.
Well, you never know. Somebody might have sand left in their pockets.
Grass Lake. It's more muck than anything.
I got
Yeah,
a question.
There's a beach over.
Do you still have video of me almost falling into?
Oh, when you were running for the shuttle that was 6 miles away already? and
Yeah.
You thought you could jump to it? No, that's not on a constant loop playing
Can
on our
as
televisions.
a friend,
Yeah.
will you put it on a flash drive for me and
Of
give
course
it to me?
I would.
Our
Yes.
first broadcast for Rockin' the Chain, I believe, is next Friday night.
Yeah.
When I get off the boat, will you have a shot waiting for me and
And a
that
memory
flash-
stick
that
of
on a
that.
flash
yeah.
drive?
Well, we'll have it playing on all the TVs.
It was
out there.
honestly
I'm not,
your
impressive.
I'm
arrival
not
as
kidding.
well.
I'm not
Yeah,
kidding.
I know you're not,
All
yeah.
right, all right. And it
Anyhow.
used to be Duco and I would go there every Friday night. We did a broadcast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We did the 501, and then we had like another event somewhere else on the chain, and then Blarney Island would be our third bar remote of the night.
Oh, you were
Right.
sloppy.
we get off the shuttle, and there would the Blarney Island folks be standing with a tray of shots. It's that kind of party place.
Oh,
Or during the day, take the kids.
That's
you
true.
can,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
What
Yeah.
time do the kids got to be gone, or what do you do? I mean,
Well,
is there a rule?
yeah,
or-
yeah, there is. So technically, it's by sunset.
Okay.
Because
So
then
it's
we're,
like when you were
then
a
we're
kid and
considered a nightclub.
When you're a
you know.
kid and the street lights would come on, you'd have to be home.
That's
Yeah.
right. It's that kind
When
of
you're
thing.
at Blarney Island and the sun sets, like right when it drops below the horizon, if there's a kid on Blarney Island, they take them and throw them in the lake.
Well,
So-
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
Yeah.
you were
Set
doing to
them,
me.
maybe
Yeah.
gently.
Set them in the
Set
lake.
them in the lake. Yeah,
Grass Lake, I mean, if they're
You could
if
walk.
they're 7 or 8 years old,
yeah, they can pretty
their
much
head will be
stand.
above
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have one.
Unless they're vertically challenged.
Duco walked to Blarney Island. The one year he said he was going to swim to Blarney Island, and he was serious. I'm a great swimmer. And so we got in at Fort Apache, which is where the shuttle picks up the gear and the staff and stuff. It's a different spot.
Where our
Yeah.
gas pumps are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
He was going to swim. It's about a mile away from reality. He was going to swim from Fort Apache to Blarney Island. He got in the water, paddled about 8 feet, and then walked the rest of the way to Blarney Island. The only place he couldn't touch was like the little boat channel.
The
That got,
channel in the middle. He had
it
to
got
swim
dredged
across.
out or
'cause-
whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But he had a
'Cause
life
that's
vest on. He said had to swim
10
how
feet
far?
deep.
20 yards, maybe.
Yeah, it's I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say 30 yards.
Yeah, and then
in
walk
total,
and then
the
he walked
he
the rest of the way,
which is a slow walk because
yeah,
you know it's
you're
the
in
monkey
muck.
bottom.
But we had the shuttle, and we were going along with him, giving him drinks and treats and things like that.
You know what's amazing in the winter time? One of these times you got to come out there when it's frozen, and we clear off the snow, and you can actually see there is a sandy bottom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When there isn't like the boat's churning
it all up.
churning
You
up
can
the
see
muck.
the
Yeah,
bottom.
you can see the bottom, and it's actually, you know, it's not as unappealing as most of my sludge drinks that you made fun of.
You should hold an ice fishing event or whatever. Did Blarney was it ever open in the winter? Like hunting,
I am
snowmobiling, or back? How long has it been open?
I was not. I was only present for one event that ever happened, and that was a snowmobile radar run thing.
Yeah.
And
was the bar open?
No, not really.
You can't,
there was like a makeshift.
Yeah.
There was like a makeshift setup out there with a grill making burgers and dogs.
Yeah.
And you know, a couple coolers full of beer. You know what I mean? But it was like
it wasn't a real thing.
Yeah.
Because you can't everything.
Correct. Everything's winterized.
The plumbing has to get winterized and all that.
And believe it or not, I'm going to go as far as to say 95% of people who come out to the island, including people who've been going there like their whole life.
Yeah.
Somehow the connection isn't made in their brain that we are completely disconnected from shore.
Right. It's not like
there's no
plumbing or electricity.
There's no piping. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
No luxuries. Not a single luxury.
I find it sort of entertaining because it's like, how do you think there's some giant underground tunnel running out to us?
Right.
Which those things do exist.
The
Places.
Blarney
Don't
Island,
get me wrong.
The Blarney Island Tunnel from.
That's how I get there.
From
What?
shore to. But so the point I'm getting at is people don't understand that literally everything has to be imported, if you will, to the island and exported,
and everything has to be taken off.
Yeah, and the only way
Every
we have
beer
electricity,
that goes out there also comes back on a boat.
Yeah. So for the people who go, I can't believe their drinks are like 50 cents more than over at this place.
It had to get,
really, they should be $5 more because
when
we burn diesel
when
24/7
there, they got it. That's a thing. They got to load up all their gear on a boat and take it out. And they got to load up all their gear.
When we do these national acts, we got 2-3 barges full of gear that we're hauling out there and hauling back. But really, the biggest frustration, other than the honey wagon boat, which we don't like to talk about,
that's the poo.
is the fact that we have diesel generators. So the only way we have electricity at all is that we're running generators. So people don't understand that it's not just when we're open, because there's refrigeration and on and on and on
all
and on.
the time.
So it's 24/7 from the time we de-winterize up until we winterize.
Yeah. Diesel goes up a nickel. Rob loses an hour's sleep.
There's no doubt. And last year when it tripled, we started to see. So in 2021 we were paying $2 a gallon for diesel. And then last year, at one point, it got up to $6.
Yikes!
You should have just been open in April of 2020.
Oh,
50 cents a
50
gallon.
cents a gallon. That's right.
You don't have three.
You weren't allowed to have any people there.
You don't have 3 people at the island, and they had to be at different corners.
And they all had to wear like pool noodles around their bodies to make sure no one.
Oh, you put up those little igloos, and then you can be in a confined space with somebody breathing. So,
isn't that great?
Great idea.
All those brilliant things that came out of the scamdemic.
We've moved on from that. So
sort of,
mostly.
As a society.
Anyway,
I just saw someone out in the parking lot sitting in their car wearing one of those stupid masks.
That's on them. I don't mock people for wearing masks, even in the car, because I've done it
alone by themselves.
No,
you've done that, because I will mock you for that.
No, you haven't walked in it. You leave a place, you have it on, you forget you have it on, you start driving, and then you're down the road, you're like, what is this crap on my face? And then you pull it off. I'd have it on and forget I had it on, and be in the car.
Kind of like condoms.
I hate when
I never forget I had that on. That always just falls off. Yeah.
Falls off.
It was like the guy from that. What was?
Well,
what
they
movies,
make them all too big.
I
They
know,
make them
I
all too big.
I know. No one's that size.
Nothing fits. Anyway, it's 9:31.
It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock Happy Hour News. Now, as you're heading into work this morning, it's a good chance that one of your coworkers came in high on the devil's cabbage.
Been there, done that at work with
last
my boss.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you and I did it last Wednesday.
We did it last Wednesday, but I did it with my boss at 420.
I'm so sad I missed that.
Where I work.
After analyzing over 6 million urine tests from Quest Diagnostics.
I want that job.
No, I do not.
What'd you do at work today, honey? Analyze 6 million urine tests. What do you want to do for dinner? I don't think I'll eat tonight.
I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry this year. Yeah.
At least they don't have to analyze the feces.
That
to get
happens.
this,
That's that little box.
yeah.
That will one day rise
Oh,
up
I
and kill us
know.
all.
I know.
I'm Cologuard. I've got the worst job in the world, and one day I'm going to kill you all.
Stats show that at least 1 in 25 employees tested positive for cannabis in a routine drug test.
Seems low, but I work here.
So
when they put on our manual, it says, random whatever. I go, who's going to work here?
Did they actually put that in there?
It's in the manual that we're not supposed to.
What?
Yeah.
You read the manual?
I had to. I was looking for dress code because Larry next door always wears sweats to work, and I want to make sure it was okay so I could do. I would.
That's
anyway.
actually in the manual. I'm like mind blown right
Me
now.
is all worried about our employment. No, they wouldn't have anybody then.
No one would.
Which is
be
actually their
there.
goal with reductions in force. They want to get to nobody.
Maybe they will start drug testing us, and that will be our ticket out of here.
We'll see.
Yeah, 1 in 20 people going to work stoned. Now that marijuana, has been legalized or decriminalized in several states, the study suggests that more people are letting their leisure activities bleed over into the workplace, just like we do.
Like places where it's not illegal.
We should be able to.
Well, not at work, but it should be.
Sure.
If they test you and it's still in your system.
If I can sit here and drink this,
well, that's not allowed either. But
oh,
so
fun buster.
Well, yeah, well,
most places it's okay here.
If you're a bus driver, it's kind of frowned upon. For example,
if I'm a bus driver,
apparently all the train operators have been getting drunk lately because of all the derailments.
If I'm a bus driver, you should probably walk to work. Rob's here from Blarney Island. Opening weekend this weekend. One of the signs of summer, Blarney Island getting going. And you don't need a boat to go to Blarney Island. The shuttle is running.
We'll take you. How much is the shuttle this year? Do we talk about that?
No, we haven't yet, but it's still $15 round trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is cheap, way cheaper than owning your own boat.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
If you have your own boat, you know how to go to Blarney Island. If you ride on a friend's boat, you should give them more than $15 for gas.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Just
So
starting
it's
the
still
engines
cheaper.
on a boat is
Yeah.
more than $15 these days.
Yeah.
You know,
If you're on
That's so
somebody else's
branded.
boat, give them some money for gas. Take your own damn beer. You're gonna jump in the water.
Or bring them some beer.
Bring your own damn towel. Yeah, and bring
Amen,
something
yes.
for them. If you don't want to do all that, just grab $15. Take the shuttle. It'll take you to and from Blarney Island. One time I had somebody ask, "Is that round trip?" I'm like, "No, that's one way, and then you swim back."
Yeah. Or
Yeah, they
or you
leave
get
you out there.
extorted to get
No,
right back,
trust me.
right?
They want to get you back eventually.
Yeah.
It's $15 out. It's $130 back. Yeah. Or behave inappropriately and get
And
arrested.
you'll
by
get
the-
a free
Yeah,
ride.
you
the
need a
boat
free
cops,
ride to
the
Lake
boat
County.
cops. I
I've
like
seen
the boat
it.
cops.
I've
The boat
seen
cops are
it.
good guys, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'll
Yeah,
do a
they're
ride along
just-
with the boat cops.
Yeah, you've really got to be a special kind of douche to
Mhm,
get
it.
arrested out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like being on vacation. It's all about having
Just
fun,
chill
doing
out and
stuff
be
you
Don't
nice.
can't
ruin anyone
normally
else's
do.
good time.
Right. Don't mellow.
I
Don't
hate that.
Yeah.
Don't kill my vibe.
Yeah.
I think there's like a
Don't mellow
song,
my
bitch,
vibe.
don't kill my vibe.
Just let
Yeah,
you guys go. No,
exactly.
you don't need me
Just
anymore.
stop.
Can I
Just
go
don't be a
home?
total douche and,
Can I go
and you'll have a
home?
great
You guys
time.
Yeah,
just do
sure.
this?
Sorry, what do you have to say, Tom?
Yeah, you're very excitable today.
I'm
I
drinking
don't know.
beer.
I
It's
don't know
'cause
what
we're
I was gonna
playing
say. I
footsie.
don't know what I was going to. Anyway, Blarney Island, blah blah blah.
No, we got calendar, we got event, we got things.
I can do
Well,
all
we
that.
open tomorrow.
If I can get it in here, I can do all that. So what's
Oh,
going on
okay.
this weekend at Blarney Island, Rob?
Oh, hey, Tom! I didn't
Yeah.
even know you were here today.
Yeah, what do we have for
That's so
opening?
weird. I thought you were busy juicing.
I
Somewhere.
barely am. What do we have this weekend for Blarney Island?
Well, as you know, tonight is our little private formal event,
Mhm.
Learning New Year. But tomorrow we open to the general public, and it's going to be a heck of an opening day because we've actually we've got a couple of bands lined up for tomorrow, and that's Onset
Okay.
is the afternoon show that they do it like O dot N dot whatever. Anyway, Onset.
Some
And-
bands get too smart for their own good with their
They
names.
do, yeah, because marketing becomes a
And if
problem.
you
for 'em.
can't pronounce it or understand what the hell they were trying to say, it's an issue.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like an inside joke sometimes
Right.
with them, and they're all like, "Yeah, this is from when we did," and you go, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
great."
nobody's gonna remember your name.
Yeah.
But on set
Cool
with
story,
the funny
bro.
spelling
Tell
is
it again.
there.
Yeah, Onset makes sense. And then tomorrow night, a great local favorite and good buddies of us are playing, which is Rumor Has It.
Oh yeah, they're very good.
And then on Sunday, a fantastic band also called Seal Party. And then next weekend, obviously, is Memorial Day weekend, which
That's the
hopefully
big one.
everything's going to look
According to the
fantastic.
10-day weather, we don't want
Yeah.
to jinx it, but it looks
Right.
like
It's like 90.
warm and
90
Blarney Island
next
in
was-
week.
honor, which Tom is going to go, yeah, right.
What?
He's gonna have some negative comeback to this, but in
Look
honor,
at, look at him
watch,
painting me in this
watch,
light.
watch.
I will give my honest response, and we'll see if you were
Okay.
right. Okay.
So
All
next
right.
next Friday, Memorial Day Friday,
Yeah.
the first night that you are broadcasting
Yeah.
from the island,
Yeah.
we are doing a metal night in your honor.
All right. Miller Lite rocking the chain.
Miller
in
Lite
Blarney
metal.
Island. Why would I have negative on that?
No, because you would go, you didn't do it because of me.
Well,
Kevin."
you did.
See?
Yeah,
did.
you
I
did.
told you.
Yeah.
No,
I
you did.
told
It had
you.
nothing to do with me.
Well, it had to do
Nobody's
with your
picking-
first night
Nobody's
broadcasting.
picking bands based on me.
Sure
See?
they are.
You see how that goes?
If
Yeah,
you were
I
picking
said it
bands
beforehand.
based on me, I would be
So-
saying playing this weekend at Blarney Island, Weird Al Yankovic.
We tried to get him.
Can't get him out there. Darn.
Then you'd be on the
He is
map.
like super,
Yeah.
he's got a
busy.
big ego.
Yeah. No,
Weird
he
Al.
doesn't. No, maybe he does. I don't know.
Yeah, he does.
He's a nice
but next Friday for Memorial Day weekend, we're doing a metal night.
What are
we
the
have
bands?
TNT, which is that big AC/DC
that'll
tribute,
be very fun.
and Blackened.
All right.
So they're doing
Metallica tribute.
Metallica tribute. So we're doing AC/DC,
and
Metallica.
Metallica. That
for
is really
your-
good.
for
Now,
your debut.
let me ask you this: Did
Yeah.
you really schedule metal bands the first night WIIL Rock is there because it's the first night, or was
Yeah,
this?
it was.
Or now, be honest. I was
Okay.
honest with you. Be honest.
yeah,
was
yeah,
it a
yeah.
coincidence?
It was somewhere in between. Let's put it that way. We talked about which Friday we were going
Okay.
to do that,
All right.
and we were originally looking at
Okay.
the first week of first or second Friday of June. And then was like, wait a minute, you know,
Tom.
why not kick off
Yeah.
the
Okay.
season with
All right,
so
metal. We'll rock.
metal,
we'll rock
yeah,
it.
and then of course, you know,
apology
great
accepted.
music all weekend. MDR on Sunday night
Yeah,
is
that's the
modern
big
day.
one.
That's
Have you ever
always
have you ever
an
been to Modern
absolute
Day
S show.
Romeos at Blarney Island?
Have I ever
Okay,
been to
I
Modern
say-
Day Romeo
I say
show?
that you haven't been to Blarney Island until you've had a fight with your spouse. If
Yeah.
you go out to Modern Day Romeos next Sunday night at Blarney Island, you will see 2 or 3 couples get into it. And it's because Blarney Island, he's looking around and there's all these hot girls, and she catches him like looking at or
Oh, yeah.
talking to one, and then it becomes
Which
an
is
issue.
just so silly, isn't it?
I don't.
It is
yeah,
silly,
I mean,
but
you're not,
but you love it. You
it's
love
good
it.
people watching.
Well,
It is.
2 things. One, it's good people watching, and you're like, I'm glad that's not me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not that dude right now.
You know what I'm so thankful
You
for?
love it when other couples are in a fight. You
Yeah.
love it.
Especially when you're out.
Misery loves company.
Yeah.
It's that kind of
Well,
thing.
it makes you
Which
realize.
is why gay marriage became legal.
Because
They said they have the right to be miserable too.
No, it's because they're happy. It's 2 dudes.
It's true. No,
They-
absolutely. They're the happiest people
2
on the planet.
ladies, because
Absolutely.
the lady doesn't have to deal with the dude, and the dude doesn't have to deal with the dude. I don't think so. I think it's happier. I think it's
Yeah.
way happier.
No, I actually just happen. I need to figure out which comedian it is so I can. I'll
Yeah.
find this when we're on the break. But this comedian did this great shtick. He goes, I'm clearly doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong because you look at like women couples, lesbian couples,
Yeah.
and there's always one of them that has that. I'm going to go sit at the bar and stare off into space look that I get because, you know, I've been married for 15 years and blah, blah, blah. Right. And he tells the story, right? And he goes, you see that in lesbian couples. You know where you don't see that?
Guys.
Gay guys.
Really?
Gay guys they're so happy. They just
Right.
come dancing into the bar.
Yeah.
That makes
They're-
sense because
Yeah.
lesbian couples have to deal with other
Other
women.
women. And that was his
men
point.
get to deal with cool
Yeah,
bros.
exactly. That was his
So
point.
we find out that women are
Clearly
the
my
problem.
delivery
We're
is
the,
not
yeah,
great.
we're the issue.
You
Welcome
do. You
to
bring
it.
the drama.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Are you
But
admitting
all
that, or are you
kidding
being a
aside.
smart ass right now?
Being a smart
Oh, I
ass.
thought you
Yes,
were admitting it for your
exactly.
gender. My bad. My bad. Well, Rock Morning Show, Tom and Leah, and Rob is here from Blarney Island. Tim,
I love when Rob's here.
has
Tim
joined
wants
us.
a beer.
Probably
Tim,
because
grab
I'm
a beer.
we're
Is Tim going to have
Yeah,
a
Tim
beer?
can grab a
is
beer.
the news guy going to have a beer?
Yeah,
so that,
absolutely.
So the
Tim,
three,
why aren't you drinking?
Sure,
Leah,
because
take
I
a
just
log
walked
off.
in.
You're
Sorry.
very excitable today. Stick
You've
one log
had
off.
Tim,
logs
you're
on
very
all
much.
week, and
You're
I
required to
finally
crack
add a
that next to
log.
the microphone. Yeah,
My
Let's all
that's
talk
the
at
microphone's
once.
rule.
If all
suspension.
four of us
Okay,
talk at
let's
once,
do
it'll make
that.
absolutely no sense to anyone.
Sorry.
All four of us talk.
You're welcome, Tim. Now we can tell the news.
There is no news.
Oh.
And it's good news. No news.
I'm done for the day
It's
with
good
with
news.
depressing people.
I've been
Oh,
done for
good.
the day. So, Blarney Island. What do we, the other things that we have to look forward to this? So you're doing the usual Blarney Gra.
Of course, yeah.
Fantasy
So the big
five.
tell dates,
Yeah.
if you will. Key West Fest is the third weekend of June always. Which
I would
is
love to go to
Father's
Key
Day
West
weekend.
sometime, but Blarney Island is the Key West of the Midwest.
It is, and Tom, by the way, has been invited. Just to call him out on something else, he's been invited to Key West every year.
Next
for,
year I'm coming.
At least 12 years, and he always says,
Next
"I'm going
year's
to
the
come out
year.
next week."
Next year is
That's
the
what he
year.
says.
Can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
invite me? Because
Next-
I went one time.
I've
I've been to
never
Key
been.
West once. No, I've been to Key, and I rode the Key West Express, and it was a day trip, and it
From
was
Fort
not
Myers-ish.
enough time
Oh, it
to
was
do
just a
all the
little
Key
trip. It
West
was just a
things.
little trip. Yeah.
And everyone on the way back was vomiting everywhere.
So she got to Key West around
So
noon,
wait.
and then had to be back at the boat at 5.
Yeah,
And everybody,
literally.
5
Yeah.
hours, and everybody's
And so
wrecked.
everyone just did
Is
tons
it-
of shots and got hammered, then gets back on this boat, and
It
then
was
they start to
awful.
go.
puking on the
Yeah,
boat.
It was
yeah,
awful. I
It's
did
a
not.
bad business.
Oh
model.
my God.
I did not puke because my cousin, unknowing to me, gave me a mint. And I thought, oh, I'm just having a mint to soothe my stomach because I'm a
Turned
little
out
sick.
to be a urinal cake.
No, it was an edible. It was
Oh,
an
so
edible.
you were good.
So
You-
then I'm
Oopsies.
high watching everyone puke on
You're
a
not supposed to give
3-hour
people
long.
weed and not tell them.
Well, it's a
A
cousin.
3-hour tour.
Yeah, that's different.
You eat anything your cousin gives
As long
you.
as you're dosing a
And
relative.
as long as you got a sandwich bag, go ahead and make out. with it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's fair.
Anyway,
Why
okay,
don't
go
you-
on.
reasonable.
Why don't you enjoy your beer now, and we'll
Okay,
talk to the
I'm going to turn off the mic again.
the grown-ups will talk. Tim, that's you. Interview Rob from Blarney Island. Rob. So Key West Fest, celebrating Key West, which is the model for Blarney Island.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, not the original model, obviously,
Yeah.
since Blarney's been around since 1901. But
Yeah.
it was more like a Capone's playground back during the Prohibition days. But,
Was Capone at Blarney Island? Is there?
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Capone and his crony, which was a guy named Shorty Chauvin, had Blarney Island, and it was gambling and booze during.
We should try and dig up a safe or
Prohibition.
something and open it and see. What's in
And
it.
allegedly, he Capone owned or whatever controlled the Mineola Hotel that used
Yeah,
to
I
be
remember that.
on Fox Lake.
Yeah.
And they would go up there, and the whole concept was, if you even in that movie, The Untouchables, they touch on, no pun intended, the part where Capone figured out that he could barge booze from Canada, get it over the border, and then put it on the river and float it right past where Blarney Island sits, right, and float it right on down,
On the
connect
Fox
to
River?
connect, and then connect to the Des Plaines River, Des Plaines River, and right up to Cicero.
Yeah.
So they would take these barges, flat barges full of booze, and just go, because no one was looking for that. They were looking for truckloads of barrels of booze.
And they would stop at Blarney Island for Fantasy Fest. You know, people-
That's right.
They like body painting. Al Capone, big on the body painting.
Big on the body
Yeah.
painting. Big on the
Right.
body
So
painting.
what? And what are the other big
Big
weekends?
EDM fan too.
Yeah.
Most
Oh,
people
yeah, he
didn't know
loved
that.
EDM
loved
weekend.
EDM, yeah.
There is an EDM weekend at Blarney Island. This is the only weekend that we didn't broadcast last year because we thought, that's really not a fit. We
Yeah,
were out there
talk
for the
about it,
country
man.
acts and all the other acts, but
Yeah,
do you have EDM fest going on this year?
we do.
It is huge. That's a big weekend, right? right?
I mean, it's a big thing. It's called Electric Island when we do
Okay.
that, and that's the not the last, but the third
Okay.
Friday of July.
All right.
We're not doing it on the Saturday.
All right.
It's because it just became
Too much?
the logistics of it are too much, because you have people who come out during the day, and whether they're on their own boat or friends' boats or take the shuttle out. On a typical Saturday, we'll see a turnover of a couple thousand people.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're saying, we're closed on a
To all those
Saturday
people because
to
the
a
EDM
private
people are
event,
there, yeah.
to a ticketed private, that's a real problem. Fridays are a lot easier to do that because it's only the evening time. And
Have us still be there this year.
yeah.
Don't cancel that one.
Okay.
And when they say, "Well, are we going to be there?" Say, "No, we still want Will Rock
Absolutely.
because I want to see what it is."
Yeah, you have to see the
I've
spectacle
never
that
been
it is.
to an
It's-
EDM. I was in Vegas during an EDM thing, but it was going on out in the desert, and they stayed in our hotel. All these EDM people, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Where are you going? What are you?"
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to see
especially
that.
because a couple of those events involve other fetishes and things,
Yeah.
like people in animal costumes
Yeah,
and things. But yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
So we're running out of time. So run down the other weekends so people can put them on their schedule.
yeah, of
What,
course.
what,
So
what are
you
the
know,
other
Key
big
West
weekends?
Fest is the third weekend of June. That's always a big one. The big every day's great, but the big stuff is Memorial Day weekend next week. Key West Fest is always Father's Day weekend, the third weekend of June, and then the
That's
same.
what Dad wants, a little Key West action.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a party weekend.
It's one of the few days that I know for sure I can take my kids and go hang out at the island for a while on the Sunday and just actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
As a
All right.
semi-spectator.
All right.
I don't work on Father's Day because I go out, but I do go to the island because I actually want to experience it.
When I don't work, I definitely go to where I work,
Yeah,
Rob. You're
isn't
a
that weird?
smart man.
It's just that one day.
What? You're a
just that one
smart
day.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I want my boys to
See what
to understand.
One
you know,
day this empire shall be yours. Now go
and then
take the
and then their
barge.
mom shoots me.
Now go
for
take the barge
saying,
full of poop back to Fort Apache.
That's
son.
right. Quit being lazy. Go
Yeah.
pump out the
Yeah.
crappers.
Clean the toilets.
So the third weekend of July, of course, is Blarney Gras, beads and boobs.
Yeah.
Is the theme there. And Electric Island, the 21st of July, as we talked about. So you're still going to broadcast. Last weekend of July is 80s Fest weekend.
I'm in.
So it's all 80s bands. And then right after 80s, we don't do this in order.
I like
for a
80s
reason.
Fest, except people dress up, and I'm like, we didn't all really dress that way, right? We did not
we
walk
didn't
around like we
live
were
in the
at
movie
a Madonna
Flashdance.
concert.
Right. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But they thought that's how we were.
But we are a maniac on the dance floor.
We
so
are like dancing like we've never danced before.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
so
yeah.
true. First weekend of August is our Y2K weekend.
Okay.
So it's a much nicer way than saying Millennial Weekend.
All
I
right.
guess.
All right.
And then the weekend after that, I'm sorry. 80s weekend is after Y2K. The last weekend of July. I'm sorry. Last weekend of July
Go to
is
BlarneyIsland.com
90s.
for a complete schedule of
90s.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Don
and then,
really
and then
put a lot of
Fantasy
vodka in your
Fest,
orange
the
juice.
greatest weekend
That is
ever.
the weekend. When is that?
That is August 18 to 20.
Get that on your calendar. Blarney Island, a mile away from reality, the greatest boating bar in the world, the Key West of the Midwest. The bar that Boobs built. That's
good old
the
Uncle Clem.
unofficial one. Leah, you really checked out. I didn't mean you had to
She's hammered.
No, I just didn't want to interrupt the show. I was getting chatty.
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry.
You don't.
She was
you're
being chatty,
fine.
Kathy.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
Don't
I'm good.
overcompensate. Okay. Rob, thanks for being here.
Hey,
I'm
thanks
good.
for having me.
Show
And thanks for conveniently wearing a Blarney Island hoodie.
that
was a nice.
That is a complete. And I'm telling the truth.
Can
There's
you
a complete
text me
awakening.
next time, and let me know we're
I
doing
didn't
this?
know I was doing this.
Did you grab that in the
I don't
dark?
know how my phone works. Yeah, I get in the morning. I left my pills. I grabbed whatever hoodie was there, and I'm out the door.
That's like the 12th reference to his pills.
Pop forgot his pills this morning.
Yeah.
One of them was my brain pill, and it ain't working right.
Clearly.
Rob, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
BlarneyIsland.com. Things open up this Saturday at the island, and you don't need a boat. Take the
Manana.
shuttle to Port of Blarney Grass Lake Road, west of 59.
And wait till you see the fancy new menu, Tom.
Oh, you got a new menu?
We have an
Now I
entirely
gotta-
new
now I
menu.
gotta
We've got
turn- now I gotta-
gluten-free items.
You
we
brought
got
her back in.
vegan
There
items.
she is.
Sorry.
She's
Yeah.
back. She's
No.
back. She
Okay.
heard food and she rejoined the
Yeah, all of a sudden
conversation.
she woke up. That's because
Menu?
she's got the munchies.
Show notes for today. We got Church Pooper.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
going
yes.
to be on the weekend rewind.
Happens.
We've got Sharpnel.
I almost died.
SIC, spelling is correct. That's Leah's version of
Similar to
shrapnel.
shrapnel.
We got Ask Us Anything, the ratings system explained.
It's interesting.
And the rating system is idiotic. And finally, Facebook stalkers are busted. You got to look out for that.
Mm.
So we'll wrap things up. Coming up next. 95 Will Rock, the rock station. It's 10:01.
It's going to be a little cloudy out there today. The rain has moved out. High of 70.
We're late.
Whatever.
5:01 this afternoon will be at Tony V's on Silver Lake Road in Cary for the 501 Club Party. $3 bottles of Miller Lite concert tickets up for grabs, and the first food I've had since Sunday. Come out and watch a man who hasn't had solid food in a week
Poop himself.
have a drink and see what happens.
Guess what?
Poop himself.
Is that
Boss
what
is
happens?
off.
John Perry's off,
John Perry's off. Jen Marr. She don't care.
so we can stay as late as we want.
Yeah, why not?
Leah's staying until 2. I'm out of here.
Leah's hammered.
I'll see you at the 501 Club Party. Leah will still be here.
Still drunk.
Tomorrow morning, I got the weekend rewired from 6 until 10. Otherwise, that's it. Have a great weekend. It's handsome John banging Betty Perry. Pretty
Jen.
Pretty Jen. We got to put a middle name, a middle thing in there for her. What would it be?
Pretty Jen.
Banging Betty Marr. Okay. Let's go. That's her problem to explain, not mine. You have a good weekend. 95 Will Rock, the rock station.